So we are here. We are here. Is it good? Okay, we're good. So this is going to be for the Libras, Geminis, and Aquarius. Okay. So this is going to be for April 26th, which is today, through April 29th. Okay. So just a 3-day read. Kind of see what's going on with everybody. Wanted to bunch it together because I still am transitioning from the two classes that I'm in right now into different classes. And I just want to make sure I have everything situated, organized for that and kind of recalibrate my energy, to be honest. So I have to kind of squeeze them all in because I still do want to get them done. Okay. Just like a quick update prior to doing the monthlies for May, which I think I'm going to do monthlies, like whole monthlies, and then do updates as I go along. Okay. So I'm just going to rock with what Spirit gives me as we go along and just play it by ear. Okay. So let's go ahead and get started. I do have some oracle cards I'm going to start incorporating into my reading because I do read oracle cards as well. And I feel as though it's important to utilize certain tools to kind of bring the picture all together for you guys. Okay. I know that I can use my tarot cards and give you a visual, give you an image, but it also boosts, the visual and the image that you receive when I use tarot cards and oracle cards, or any dice or any other tool that I choose to utilize. Okay. So one moment, TJ, sit down. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started now. Let's take a look at what is going on with Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Spirit, please show us what is going on with Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Spirit, please show us what is going on with Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. I did do a reading earlier on my Facebook page, on the Blue Aura Healing Facebook page. Did a free reading over there for life purpose. I think I may come up here and incorporate that eventually into the channel and things of that nature. As the channel grows, I'll start incorporating more and more things for everyone, of course. All right, so Spirit, please show me what is going on for Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. And this is from the 26th of April to the 28th of April. Spirit, please show me what is going on with Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, the 26th through April 28th. Okay, so shifting universes. Okay, definitely having your boat rocked. Okay, this being the seventh card, seven has to do with spiritual ascension. So anytime that we're dealing with our universes or our worlds, or these things colliding and coming together and, like I said, shifting. Okay, we're gonna feel this within our physical body. So you may see this reflected in your relationships that you have with other people. Okay, this could also be reflected in your relationships and interactions with your family, because things are just changing in your life. Okay, you may be changing jobs, changing, where it is that you live. Okay, relocating in general. You might be literally moving to a different state or something, moving to a different country. Shifting universes is literally when the divine is just moving you to another place, moving you to another level. Okay, this can be elevation spiritually, mentally, physically, or all of those things. Okay, so this lets me know that you guys are in a place right now, of moving some things within yourself, moving some things around in your life. Okay, that is what Spirit delivered to me. Definitely finding a way to communicate how it is that you feel, communicate your sensualities. Okay, the things that make you who you are, because I see blue here representing your throat chakra. So definitely communicating how it is that you feel. Okay, working on your communication. Some of you are working on getting your throat chakra from being unblocked. Okay, a few of you are experiencing some blockage in your throat chakra area. Okay, and this is why you're having skirt back up. I'm doing a reading. This is why you're having some things shift and some things be moved. One second. Sit down and close the door so I can finish working. Thank you. This is why you're having some things be moved around and being shifted. Okay, because in order for you to get this blockage out of your throat chakra, you're going to have to start communicating honestly. And when you start communicating honestly, you may start hurting a lot of feelings. You may start ticking a lot of people off. Okay, and this is going to shift a lot of things around in your life. Now, this may be kind of rough for some people to deal with when you're in that moment, of course, when you're losing people, it seems, right? Or things aren't working out, the way that you would like them to, or you would have hoped them to at one point in time. Of course, it's going to be like, whoa, what the hell is going on here? So that's the energy that I feel from shifting universes. But this is just the divine is pushing you to start living authentically, living in your truth, being your truth. I've been saying this a lot lately, because this is the energy that we're all collectively dealing with, okay? But specifically right now, Geminis, Libras, Aquarius, you are currently dealing with shifting universes, okay? So now we're going to go ahead and see what else is going on. So divine, please show me what is going on with Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, April 26th through April 29th. April 26th through April 29th. Spirit, show me what is going on. Ooh. We have the yin yang lover. Okay, so yeah, 8 as well. 8 is the number of karmic cycles, karmic lessons, okay, completing things. So if we even pay to this card, this is like this woman is being kind of, I want to say dragged, okay? Like the divine is kind of just dragging you along. Then I just looked at the time and it was 555, representing big significant changes, aka shifting universes, okay? But this is the divine literally grabbing you by your hand and saying, all right, come on, let's go. You're not really having a choice in the situation anymore, okay? And because of you not having a choice, it's like you feel what's happening, you feel everything that's going on, okay? And this is literally just the divine taking you outside of your comfort zone, saying, you know what, you've been biting your tongue a little bit too long now, you've been walking around on eggshells a little bit too long now is the time for you to speak up. If you feel like something is not right, you feel like something needs to change, something needs to happen, you feel like you're not happy in some type of way, you feel like you want to implement some type of things into your lifestyle, whatever it is. Okay, now is the time for you to do that. And because maybe you were putting up a little bit of resistance, the divine is going to go ahead and grab your hand and say, okay, look, now is the time. We have to go ahead and we have to make this happen. All right. So Spirit, please show me, and that's pretty interesting how it went 7-8. It'd be really, really funny if it went 7-8-9, because then that would definitely let me know that you guys are aligning. Okay, but Spirit, please show me what is going on. Even though we clearly already see that that's what's happening, because shifting universes and then yin yang lover. You're shifting universes because the divine is literally pulling your hand and saying, "All right, it's time to go." So this may be pulling at your spirit as well, pulling at your soul, and you feel it. Okay, look at this. God speaks. All right, wanted to um, put itself in my eye view. So God speaks, okay, 33, which is 6. So God speaks. Wanted to jump out, okay. Whew. And then we have gifts received. All right, so God speaks, 33, being broken down to 6, okay. This being balance, this being partnerships, this being um, you and the divine becoming one, okay? You and your highest self becoming one. This is what God speaks is. This is God literally communicating with you, the divine literally communicating with you, all right? And you being able to hear that, you being able to sense that, you being aware of that fact, okay? You being present to that, okay? I'm also hearing when the divine is, like I said before, the divine is trying to tell you something or is trying to get you to do something in order for you to be happy because of the things that you say in silence. I mean, and not in silence, but in confidence. Okay, the things that you say in confidence. The divine put the word silence in my mind, so I don't know. Remember again with the throat chakra, okay, and we have the same colors here, so I don't know why the divine put the word silence within me. And it could be because literally you guys are keeping quiet, okay, about how it is that you really feel and what it is that you really want to say. All right. And because of this, the divine is kind of making you uncomfortable so that you go ahead and you say it. All right. So that you go ahead and you live in that truth and you speak that truth. Okay. This is what's going to then bring forth, a difference in your life, bring forth the stability that you would like to see, because then we have gifts received. Okay, gifts received. So the things that you're wanting, you're not speaking on. You're not speaking your truth about what it is that you really want from people and what you expect from people, what it is that you want in life. Okay, the divine is just saying you're not being 1000% truthful and honest. You're not being 1000% open about you know, who you are, what it is that you want, what it is that you have to say, how it is that you feel. This is everything the divine is putting in me right now. It's like, you know how you have that feeling in your gut that matches that feeling in your heart, that matches that feeling of that knot in your throat? That's what that is. It's like you're just not speaking up about things in general. You're not speaking up. So the divine is saying now is the time for you to do that. And if, you know, you're not going to do it by, you know, will, then I'm going to make you so uncomfortable that you're going to want to do it. Okay. So gifts received. All right. This is how you're going to be able to receive these gifts. 4 is what it equates to because 1 plus 3. So 4 is the number of building things. 4 is the number of foundations. 4 is also the number of taking a rest, okay? Taking the time out to pause and reflect upon all of the work that you've done, or taking the time out to pause and reflect on the direction that it is that you would like to go in, okay? Taking the time to pause and reflect on what it is that God has said to you when God spoke to you, all right? So when you take the time to reflect upon what it is that the divine has said to you, then you're going to be able to put things in their rightful place. Then you're going to be able to build your legacy, build your, you know, your vision. Make your vision something that's tangible. Make your vision something that's reality. Okay. That's when you're going to see that gift being received. So now let's go ahead and clarify these cards. This is really, really, really awesome. And this is for Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. Okay. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. And this definitely looks like air here. Okay. That's funny. It looks like air. And this also looks like air. And this looks like air. Okay, so just go with the flow. All right, go with the flow. You'll be surprised. I feel like all of this air, all of this wind is just going to blow you to that new land, that new territory. Okay, it's just going to blow you to this new place. This is literally what I feel. I feel like you're being taken into the unknown. All right, your universe is shifting. All right, you're going with the flow. You're going with the dance of the universe, the dance of the divine. It's you, TJ. TJ, move over. I'm working. This you're going with the dance of the universe. TJ, go sit down. And as you're going with the dance of the universe, okay, you're going into unfamiliar territory. Unfamiliar territory, aka the unknown, okay? And then as you come out of the unknown, you trust the divine when you're in the unknown. You hear the divine talking to you, just trust me. The divine is saying, just trust me, okay? This is all going to work out. Just trust me. You having the trust in the divine. And I did say that in somebody's reading, okay? Was it Gemini? I did say it in somebody's reading to have trust, okay? Trust the divine. 1 second. TJ, you want to go to the bathroom? Sit down and stop shouting. Cutting up, boy. I don't think so. So, yes, being in that place of listening to the divine, trusting the divine, okay? I think I said it in Gemini's reading. I believe it was Gemini's reading. So, I'm gonna have to go back and look at the the titles, but I believe so. Sorry. So yeah, gifts received. Okay, getting in that place where you're able to trust the divine. So now the divine is able to show you all of the things the divine has been wanting to give you. That's what I just heard. Okay, trust me, so I can show you what it is that I want to give you. All right. So let's go ahead and clarify all of these cards. Sorry, I know that was probably loud. Let me go ahead and clarify these cards. All right, so first and foremost, let's break this one down. Spirit, let's clarify shifting universes for Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Let's clarify shifting universes for Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. For our air signs, shifting universes. Shifting universes, let's clarify this. All right. Let's clarify this shifting universes. Spirit, let's clarify this. Shifting universes. Spirit, let's clarify shifting universes. Ooh, it's quite a few things trying to hop out here. Spirit, please clarify shifting universes. Spirit, please clarify shifting universes. Oh, Spirit, please clarify. Shift the universes. Yeah. That's really what I feel though. I feel like with Shift the Universe, like I said before, number 7, ascending, the divine is just taking you to an uncomfortable place, okay? Because you've been living in an uncomfortable manner. All right. That's what I feel. Yeah. Yep. All right, so at the bottom of the deck, we have the Devil card, okay? We have the Devil card in reverse. So the Devil card in reverse represents stepping outside of your mind, coming outside of your mind, okay? You have literally been in your mind beating yourself up about your happiness and in the ways that you choose to be happy because perhaps other people are not happy with the way that you choose to make yourself happy. But at the end of the day, the divine wants you to know that these people are still going to be happy. You have to go after your happiness. All right. And I feel as though you realize this fact. So, because of this, now you're coming outside of your mind. You're coming outside of your worry, your fears, your doubts. Okay. You're stepping outside of that energy. All right. We also have the Tower card underneath that in reverse. So, I feel as though when the Tower card comes about, that is about sudden changes that represent sudden happenings. Okay. Things coming into your life and just taking you by surprise happening, suddenly. Okay, that is what the Tower card represents. With this card being in reverse, I feel as though there's things that needs to be changed, things that need to be altered, but there's a hesitance, like I said before. All right, so when you're hesitant with making some changes and balancing some things out within yourself in your life, okay, because remember you got the number 6. So 6 represents partnerships and balance. Okay, remember I said that. So with balancing some things out, in order to have balanced chakras, we can't have anything blocked, right? But because you're experiencing these blockages in your throat chakra and also another in your solar plexus, that's what Spirit gave to me. You're experiencing some blockages, or you were at least, in your solar plexus, okay, and in your throat chakra. So because of these blockages, okay, you feeling uncomfortable could have been making you have some health issues. Okay, a lot of you were experiencing some health issues, or some health scares and things of that nature. Things that just threatened your health or made you feel like perhaps your health was at stake. Okay, that is the type of energy that Spirit gave to me. But you had to get outside of that energy. You had to step outside of your doubt. You had to step outside of your worry. And I feel as though you were worried in a sense to be happy or to display your happiness. Okay. You perhaps felt as though if you display a certain level of happiness, that perhaps other people would feel a type of way or other people would knock your happiness down. Okay. And that alone says that perhaps you need to not be around those people. Or, I don't know. It's something about having to restrict yourself when you're around anyone that just bothers the hell out of me. Okay. Because if you can't be your 1000% self, I'm like dry as hell over here. But if you can't be your 1000% self, that's a problem. That's when it's time to you know, move around, okay? Because why is it that I'm around you all the time, but I feel as though I have to hide what it is that I'm interested in, what it is that comforts me, what it is that I have to say, how it is that I feel? That's a problem. Why is it that I have to keep my true self from you, okay? So spirit is going to make you so uncomfortable that you have no choice but to move. All right. I feel as though with the Princess of Wands here in reverse, representing first of all, wands is a suit of fire and a suit of passion, a suit of going after the things that you desire most. Okay. But with this card in reverse, that's what it is. Okay. You not going after what it is that you desire most. Okay. Or you wanting to, but feeling like you can't. You feeling like you have to keep the things that would make you happy secret. Okay, keeping the things that you do to yourself. Okay, that would kind of be like, let's say, for example, if a person is a witch, they're out in the open with being a witch, and they're like, look, this is a craft. I practice, I do my candle magic. It is what it is. I believe in my ancestors being by me, guiding me, assisting me. I believe in that. They do it openly, right? Then you have those who are secretive about it, which we call closet witches, because they feel uncomfortable about speaking their truth, about living their truth, because other people would be uncomfortable. This would relate to something like that. Okay, with this card being in reverse, this would relate to exactly that. Okay, my pillow's all crooked, it's throwing me off, but it would relate to somebody just not being fully and utterly comfortable with being themselves, okay, with being everything that they are. So, you know, I first of all, let me just pause there and give some advice and just say to you that, be yourself, okay? You're never, ever, ever going to be able to please everyone, okay? It's never, ever going to be able to happen. But what you can do is you can be who you are openly, all right? And the people who, are meant to be around you, are meant to be in your life, they're going to gravitate towards you because they're going to be interested in the exact same things that you're interested in. So they're going to see the things that you're doing. They're going to see the way that you carry yourself. They're going to see, what it is that you're presenting, what it is that you represent. They're going to be like, "Oh, I'm about that too." And that's how connections come about, okay? But I feel as though when we try to people please, okay, we're not happy, okay? We're not happy because we're trying to make sure that everybody else is satisfied with our decisions, okay? And when that's what we're doing, it's no way you're going to be happy because what if they're not satisfied? Then what? Okay, you did whatever amount of work you did to satisfy them, to appease to them, to please them, and they're still not satisfied. So now what? All right. So that's when we have to look at things and say, you know what? I just need to just be me. All right. Just be me 1000%. And it's either that person can take it or these people can handle it or they can't. All right. And that's just it. So we have the Seven of Swords in reverse. This is why I say all of this, okay? Because the Seven of Swords represents betrayal, represents somebody keeping something from you. This could be either somebody keeping something from you or you keeping something from somebody. Because remember, energy is interchangeable. So when I'm doing a reading or when any tarot reader is doing a reading, okay, I'm not sure if I've ever said this to you all before, but if I'm doing a reading for you, it doesn't necessarily mean that somebody is doing this to you. You could be the person that is doing this. Because remember, I'm reading for you. This is your energy or anybody that is connected to your energy. Okay. So with the Seven of Swords, it represents betrayal. It represents somebody just keeping something from you or you keeping something from someone. All right. Just not being yourself, not being honest. There's something being done behind someone's back. Remember, I said, and this doesn't always have to be like cheating or something of that nature. It could just literally be, for example, like what I just said with a closet witch. You're interested in the things that you're interested in. You want to get a deck of your own, but you feel as though if you was to get a tarot deck, then somebody in your house would be freaked out. Okay, and that's what you want to do. Okay, I literally went through this. I went through this and didn't make me know never mind. Didn't make me know never mind at all because I wanted to be happy. Okay, I wanted my happiness the same way everybody else wants theirs, and they go out for theirs, and they always so quick to say, "Well, as long as I'm happy, well, I'm happy. Well, I'm happy." Everybody looks out for their own happiness, so why can't you? Okay, make sure that you're happy, and then those that yes, TJ, and then those that are that's somebody was knocking on my door. I was about to say I don't do unexpected visits. I don't do those. So it's about to be a whole problem over here. But just be yourself. Be all of you. When you're being yourself, you're gonna attract the people to you that you're meant to attract. Period. Point blank in the discussion. That's it. So that's what that card is. But with this card being in reverse, it's still representing, a person stepping outside of that though. Okay. Stepping outside of that. TJ, I'm still working. Close door. Because you don't do this no other time. When I was not working, he did not come out here like this, swear to God. Could call him all day. Don't matter. He don't want to come out here. Don't matter. He want to be on that tablet. He want to be reading a book. He want to be playing a toy. He want to be doing everything but being in mama's face until mama is doing something else. That's what they do. That's what they do. I love my boo though, but anyway. So Seven of Swords, definitely representing, like I said before, still the same thing, but because it's in reverse, it is representing you stepping outside of this. Okay, you stepping outside of not living your truth. Okay, you stepping outside of dishonesty. All right, in whichever way that it is. This could be like, let's say, for example, a person is entertaining someone, but they know they don't really want to put this person like that, right? Let's just say that's the example. And they know that. They know that. They don't want to freak with them like that. So in other words, that would be considered stringing somebody along, right? Why string this person along? Okay, just look, just tell them, listen, I'm sorry, I thought that this was going to happen. Excuse me. I thought this was going to happen, but this ain't it. Okay. Sometimes you just have to be honest and say, look, this is not it. This is not working for me. I thought it was going to work for me, potentially, perhaps. It's not working. Where are we at? 24 minutes. Wow. I thought this was going to work, but it's not working. All right. So because of that, all right, you now have to be honest. You now have to be open. You have to tell this person what it is. This is how you live in your truth when you're open and honest. Okay. This is how you get that balance. Justice is also about um restoration. All right. Justice is also about spiritual ascension. Justice is also about coming into union within yourself, your divine feminine and masculine energy within yourself. Okay. Living in your true version of you. That is what justice is about. Justice is also related to any legal matters or situations. So if anybody has any court cases or anything like that, this is about things turning out in your favor, things working out in your favor. But the energy overall that I feel is literally anywhere in your life that you are not being honest, you are not living authentically. This is being balanced. This is being restored. This is being made just. This is being made right. Okay. So wherever there was any type of error or hesitation or any type of worry in regards to you being yourself, living your truth, that's all falling away. All right. So Spirit, let's go ahead and clarify yin yang lovers. Spirit, let's clarify yin yang lovers for Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Yin yang lover, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Let's clarify yin yang lover. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Let's clarify yin yang lover. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. All right, yeah. So with that energy, okay, we have the Temperance card and we also have Ten of Wands. Okay, so you guys have been feeling like you've been putting in a lot of work. You've been feeling like you've been doing a lot to please other people. Like I said before, a lot of people pleasing, a lot of tedious work. This could be you always feeling as though you have to give so much of yourself away to pleasing other people. So this is a heavy load for you. Okay. But this 10 is also representing a new beginning. Okay. So with the 10, you know that you're at that point where you're about to put all of your burdens down and you're turning a new leaf. Like things are being made anew. Things are being made anew with the 10 of Wands card. Okay. And with Temperance, it's about putting in that work, constant work. Okay, this is about being restored, being put back into your rightful place. Yeah. Okay, the divine is like working with your spirit very intensely. Okay, so any type of heaviness that you feel in your heart, the divine made me sit in that energy for a while. But any heaviness that you're feeling in your heart is literally because you're being restored, you're being renewed, you're being refreshed. Okay, the divine is putting you back together. Okay, so in whatever ways you were feeling like your pieces were shattered about or shaken around. Okay, think of a puzzle piece or a puzzle when it's all in pieces and it's inside of the box and you can just hear it shaking around. That's what I just heard. Okay, this is the energy that you've been feeling. Okay, this is what this Ten of Wands makes you feel like. It makes you feel like a puzzle piece or a puzzle inside of the box. You know, just shaking up and all over the place. But the divine has you feeling this way because your universes are shifting, because you're ascending to another level. TJ, close the door. Because you're ascending to another level, this is what the divine is doing for you. No, it's not okay. All right, so That's what I feel. All right. Any heaviness that you have inside of your heart, anything that is making you feel burdened at all. All right. If you feel heavy, it's because the divine is putting your pieces back together. Okay. Restoring your energy for you. All right. So now I want to take a look at, even though we really don't need to clarify God speaks, but I want to go ahead and get some cards for God speaks. So Spirit, please go ahead and show us what is going on with God speaks for Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Spirit, please show us what is going on with God speaks for Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Spirit, please show. Ooh, all right. That is half that. Okay. Yep. All right. So God speaks, okay? We got Ace of Swords. And Ace of Swords represents mental clarity, all right? It also represents an opportunity of things that were hindering you being cut away, okay, or being cut off. So let's say, for example, you were feeling as though someone was hindering you in any way, shape, form, or fashion. They're going to be cut out of your life. If you've been feeling as though there's a burden in your life at all, any type of burden in any area, the divine is removing that burden. That is what the Ace of Swords represents. It represents anything that has been troubling you, anything that has been giving you any heartache, any grief, anything that has been making you, like I said, feel heavy, making you feel like a puzzle that is all in pieces, jumbled up inside of the box, being shaken about. All right, that is, being removed from your life. Okay. Any feelings that you had of worry, fear, doubt, confusion, that is being removed. Okay. All of that is represented by the Ace of Swords. I heavily associate the Ace of Swords with Archangel Michael. Okay. Because Michael is the divine's number one ace go to archangel, guardian angel. Okay, so when he needs something done, Michael's the first person that the divine calls. Okay, so with this, okay, with God speaks, we have the Ace of Swords. Not only do we have the Ace of Swords, we have the Queen of Swords. So this is about the sword being handed to you. Look at this. Somebody is handing you, aka the divine. Michael is coming and handing you this and saying, "Here you go. Here's your sword." Okay, so the Queen of Swords is all about clarity, it's all about truth. This now represents you living in your truth, being in your truth, being authentic, being cut through. I just kind of got orange there. Sorry about that, guys. That was really, really awkward. But with the Queen of Swords, is definitely about that type of energy, okay? Being strong, being bold, being brave, being able to be feminine and soft at the same time, knowing that it's the time to put your career first, knowing that it's the time to put what it is that you want first. That is the Queen of Swords energy. Queen of Swords is very, I have to go and I have to get mine. I have to make sure that I'm happy. Remember what I was saying before about making sure that you're happy? All right. So this is the opportunity to cut out anything that's been keeping you from being happy, being given to you so that you may now live in your authentic truth. You may now live boldly, proudly, bravely as yourself, as the true version of you. Okay. This is also making you feel extremely empowered. This is that gift that we were talking about, that gift that was going to be received, obviously, because the divine came in and said, you know what, we want you to have some restoration. We want you to feel renewed. We want you to come out a brand new person. Okay, so you're going to be coming out of this an entirely brand new person. Okay, and this is for Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. You're going to be experiencing your foundation being built right before your eyes. Okay, you're going to be able to see the works and the magic of God right before your eyes. Okay, so that's what God speaks was about. Now we want to go ahead and look into gifts received. So Spirit, please go ahead and look into gifts received for me. Spirit, let's look into gifts received for Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Spirit, let's look into gifts received for ooh. All right, guys. And yep, here we go. So at the bottom of the deck, we have Four of Swords. All right. So four, here we go again, because remember, gifts received was 13. Breaking down to number four, equivalating to four. Okay. So four representing rest, representing Yeah, taking a rest from what it is that you're doing in your everyday life, taking a rest after you've been putting in the energy to build up your foundation. Four is also the number of building solid and sturdy foundations. Four is the number of having partnership with another and building a good and solid foundation. CJ, sit down. I am not done. Close the door. Building a solid and strong foundation with a partner. Okay, that is what it's about. Being in a meditative state and being able to manifest the things that you want. Okay, so that would make a lot of sense for why it's at the bottom of the deck for gifts received. Okay, then we also have, so at the bottom, that was at the bottom of the deck. So that's the overall energy of the gifts received card. But we also have the Seven of Wands, or Seven of Wands with the Seven of Cups, guys. Okay, so this is, first of all, you guys are spiritually ascending. Okay, so any type of battle within yourself that you're feeling, any type, if you feel like your mind, your heart, and everything else is battling each other, it's literally you coming into recognition with yourself, your true self. Okay, this is you. If you feel like you're being a bit of a bad boy or a naughty girl, that is you just discovering who you really are, exploring other sides of yourself. The sacral chakra, not the sacral chakra, what was it for you guys? The solar plexus was blocked. Okay, sorry. The solar plexus is all about your sensuality. Okay, so this also has to do with your sexuality and how it is that you express yourself. So it will make sense why the divine would put that in me right now, like naughty girl, bad boy, what, spirit, what? But that would make a lot of sense. So if you're, exploring with your sensuality, this can come out in a lot of ways. The way you dress, the way you talk. I'm a very sensual person. This comes out in everything. Okay, people usually look at me as some type of person that's like sex crazy, and it may not even be the case. It's just the simple fact of, it comes out on me that I'm comfortable with my sensuality. Okay, like that shows itself. So this is what I feel like is going on with Libra, Gemini, Aquarius right now. In the ways that you have been uncomfortable with displaying this portion of yourself because you're afraid of who's going to feel away, and perhaps not even afraid. Just concerned. Shit, if you married, you probably concerned with how your husband or your wife is going to view you once you start acting a certain type of way, okay? Or once you start living a certain type of way. Are they going to look at you and be like, oh, I'm still interested? Or are they going to look at you and be like, I don't want this anymore because this is not the person that I married? However, you have to understand that if you've been showing them the truest version of yourself from the beginning, that shouldn't be a problem. And if you are now rediscovering yourself and you're growing at a different level, you and this person are meant to be, you're going to grow together. You're going to show them who you are, the real version of yourself, the here and now version of yourself, and they're going to evolve with you. Okay. If not, then let them stay where they are and you do your thing and continue to evolve. And of course, I'm not going to tell you to leave your partner. That's your partner. So be with your partner, but manage your differences in a way that you don't throw off your balance and you don't block your chakras and you don't have yourself feeling like you don't know what to do and you don't know how to express yourself. Okay. The gifts received, they're being received. And also with 13, I don't recall saying this at all. 13, before we break it down, is the number of death, and death is about transformation. So it doesn't necessarily have to be somebody passing away. So do not take that and be like, oh my God, no, what's going to happen? No, this is just a transformation of yourself, okay? You have all of these different options. Seven cups represents having many, many, many different options, okay? Now, this does not have to be people. This can just be options in general, okay? In which direction do you want to turn with your creativity, okay? You have multiple ways of expressing yourself. You have several outlets of expressing yourself, or you have several visions that you want to bring into fruition and you're not sure which thing to go with first. That type of energy. That's what the Seven of Cups is about. Where we at? 38 minutes. CJ, wait. That's where we are. And now I see why he acts like that. 38 minutes. Okay. So let's hurry up and wrap this up. So I'm gonna go ahead and do what I have to do with the baby, which is pretty much nothing because he already ate. And we're gonna watch some TV probably and read some books or something like that. The same old 4-year-old game. Sing some songs, dance, jump, have a good old time. I get to let my inner kid shine. Stuff like that. We ain't really gonna be doing much but enjoying each other's company, but it's everything to us. So let me hurry it up. Seven of Cups, okay, having many different options, having things that you can choose from, just not being sure which direction you can go. You're not sure of which way you can go because you'll be great at any of these things, okay? So that's the energy that I feel with that, okay? Now, You also had that paired with the Seven of Wands. Okay, Wands is representing passion and fire, but with this in this position with the Seven of Wands, it is representing you feeling as though you have to defend yourself, or you feeling as though you have to protect your energy from other people, your ideas, feeling as though you have to protect who it is that you truly are. So it's like, think of you being your higher self's bodyguard. Okay, your higher self wants to come down, wants to be with you, or wants to bring you up so that you can be with it. Okay, so that you guys can be one. This is what your higher self wants to do because we have the number seven everywhere in your reading. So seven about spiritual ascension. Okay, about spiritual awakening, about spiritual alignment. So we know this wants to happen. We know this wants to take place. Okay, seven is also about being on the right path. So know that this is the divine's way of saying, okay, you are on track. You are where you need to be. Okay, seven is about understanding that the divine may be making you a little bit uncomfortable. You may have to go through some battles. You may feel like you have to go through some battles with people either externally, or this could be battles within yourself internally. But you're gonna come through this victorious. And when you get through this battle, that is when you're gonna receive your gift. You're gonna have exactly in your mind what it is that you want to do, exactly in what way that you want to express yourself, and you're gonna feel comfortable enough to do that. All right, so that is the reading for you guys for Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. I'm going to go ahead and get off of here so I can spend some time with my baby before I got to put him to bed. It is 9:10 where we are, so let me go ahead and spend just like, what, 15 minutes with him so I can put him in the bed, put him in the bed by 9:30. And yeah, I might come back on here and do the rest of the readings. If not, then I'll see you all another time. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, I'm going to leave all that information in the description box below. And otherwise, thank you all for watching and being here. And if this resonated with you, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. If you are already subscribed to the channel and you like the video, please share this with some family and friends. They may need to hear the word as well. All right, thank you all, and I'll see you later.